So, on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, we are on Alcatraz in the THPS 4 career. And we're going to start this one off with a 6 score of 175,000, along with a high combo of 15,000. So, for this one, you just want to find, like, it's pretty much the same as any others. You kind of just want to try and find good spots to grind. That was half of the high combo. If we try and get a grind up here, get some extensions going. So we've done the high score so far. We've got the high combo as well. You literally just want to like maybe pull off a special grind and then do a manual, or just keep building up that score. Keep using your specials whenever you can. So if I try and get a little special going in there, and then maybe to a manual, and then up onto there. And I was going to try and go across there with some extensions. The extensions are just spamming XB and Y, or I spam XB and Y. So it'd be square, triangle, and circle. But that is the 6 score done, and we've also got the high combo. So now we move on to collecting skate. So on this one, in order to collect skate, it's nice and easy in terms of its location, but it's not the easiest in the world to grab in one go. So basically, you want to go through the first teleporter we just went through, and then straight across you want to go through the second one. Then when you're here, you've got the S on this rail here, and the K is literally a follow-up, and it leads to the A as well. Then you want to come up here and grind for the T, go all the way to the bottom, and then when you're here, try and grind on this wall and jump across to the other one, or you can even just jump down. And if we turn around, we're going to get a little bit of airtime, and that is going to grab the E and finish up collecting skate. And next up, we are going to Nosegrind the Foghorn rail. So if we go left when we start a fresh run, then go left again, we're going to go all the way around until we get to the Foghorn. And the Nosegrind is up and Y, or up and triangle. So it's this rail that goes around it. So if we go up, and you're just going to hold that until you get the gap, and that is the goal complete. So nice and easy for that one. So next up, we are going to photobomb the 3 groups of tourists. If we start a fresh run, turn around, and you're going to transfer over, and your first group is there. Then we're going to go back over to the start, and we're going to take the left to teleport through to the switchbacks. And just up here is your second lot. So if we just get in the way of their photo, then we're going to teleport up. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to teleport through here, and then simply just come over to this little section and get in the way of their photo, and that is photobombing the 3 groups of tourists. So next up, we are going to spine transfer into the water tower, and again we're going to go through the same teleporters that we've been using so far, and this time we're going to come along here. But when we get along here, we need both pulls active. So we're going to grind along here and knock that valve. It's going to drain that second pull. And once that has been drained, we can simply just do the spine transfers. So as you jump up, you press your right trigger. And providing you don't miss it if we get back there. So again, if we get enough height, if we jump up and then spine transfer, land in the water tower, and that is going to be that goal completed. So next up, we are going to release the prisoner, and we're going to grab the secret tape in the same run. So if we start a fresh run, all we're going to do is go to the top of this hill. We need to knock over 5 green bins, and the last one is always going to have the keys in. So bin number 1 is there. Then we're going to head up here, and we are going to, when we get up here, we're going to keep going along. The left side here is bin number 2. Then just carry on following this all the way around where we photobombed the tourist. And if we come along here on this wall is going to be bin number 3. Then if we grind up to the top here, when we get to the top on the left hand side is bin number 4. Then go up to the higher floor and the final bins here. Then when you've got all 5, come over to this door. That is going to release the prisoner. Then when you are in here, what you want to do is jump up here and grind on the higher floor. So if I can actually get us up there. When you are on this upper floor, you simply just want to go up one of the quarter pipes and grind, jumping off to your left. When you get along here, be very, very careful. But there is a grind out of this left window, so start the grind, jump off at the end, and that is the secret tape. So now we have all of the goals complete. What we're going to do is grab the stat points, but we're also going to get the hidden deck in this bit as well. So if we start a fresh run, we're going to take the first teleporter on the left. And when we get through here, the stat point is straight in front of us, so just jump into that one. It's nice and easy. The last one's actually going to be quite annoying on this Alcatraz level. But then you want to grind up to the top of here, come all the way through. And when you get to this corner, just jump up, and that's going to be the second one. Then we're going to go through this teleporter here, which takes us up to the roof. When we're up here, it's nice and easy. Just a jump at the end here. And as long as you line it up nicely, you are going to be able to... I'm going to have to just get a bit more speed. You should be able to get your third stat point. And once you have got the third stat point, be careful, because if you drop through these, you are going to land inside where we released the prisoner. So be careful when you're doing that. And what we're going to do is start a fresh run. Then you'll see we've got 3 out of the 4 stat points. The final one is going to be the most annoying by far. What you want to do is, I've started a fresh run. We're going to go through this teleporter. Then we're going to come up the hill here. And at the end over here, there's going to be some cones. And if we slowly drop down, we need to land on this tower. We need to grind around it clockwise. So we need to try and get on the left-hand side of it. So again, from the cones, if we just drop down, we're going to jump up, try and land on here. Then be prepared to jump. We're going to start grinding. Jump off at the end, grind all the way along here, jump off at the end, through there for the stat point, and then we need to make it in there for the hidden deck. So I've got to do it yet again to grind all the way through and get myself the hidden deck. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. As long as you get that grind right, you will be able to get the hidden deck as well. So that's all 4 stat points and the hidden deck. The last things to do are to get the 5 cash stacks and the Iron Galaxy or the IG logo. So in order to get yourself the 5 bits of cash, if we start a fresh run, what we're going to do is go up through the teleporter and do a right. And over here we should have a ramp that's going to have the cash at the top of it. So if we just try and line it up nicely, it's pretty much central. Jump up and get yourself that cash. Then what we're going to do is we are going to go up a floor to the lighthouse courtyard. And we're going to use this ramp here to try and generate a little bit of speed. And we're going to just keep going back and forth until we can get enough height so that we can grab that cash. Then what we're going to do is we are going to go back down to the lower floor. And there's going to be a rail here. So it's literally by this starting teleporter. If we go back through, when you're at the switchbacks, around here, there's going to be a rail. You can grind on it, and that's going to be cash stack number 3. And then what we're going to do from the third one is just grind back along, and we're going to grab the 4th one, which is going to be up on the roof we were just grinding around. So if we just jump up, start grinding, jump off, slow yourself down, then we can start grinding or even just jump across there. And then we're going to head back over towards near where the skate letters were. And all we're going to do here is if we grind up a level or even just come up here, we're going to start grinding on the rail here. And we're going to go all the way around. And providing you've got enough speed and height, you should be able to jump into it. So if not, if it spawns you there, all you've got to do is just come back around here. So if I turn us around, if we start grinding now, then come round and there is a little bit of a lip that sort of lifts you up. But once you've done that, that is going to be all of the cash. And we're going to finish this one off with the IG logo. So for the IG logo, it's going to be a bit of fun. It might take multiple attempts, but we're going to take these teleporters. We're going to go all the way up to the roof without dropping into the prison. So if you do drop into the prison, simply just come round to the next door and we're back on the roof again. Then what we're going to do is we are going to take this ramp here, go down onto a loop and follow it all the way around. Try not to hit it the way I did, but we're going to jump off the end of it and hopefully land nice enough to get the IG logo. So if we come back round here, back to the roof again, And if we go down the loop, then you're going to have to turn left a little bit when you're on the loop, actually going around the loop. Turn left a little bit because it does sort of kick you to the right. So if we go yet again. Okay, so that's a little problem with this. I've managed to get it to where it's resetting me on the ramp, but you have to line it up and land perfectly on that IG logo. So you'll see I was able to grab it there. So what you can do to sort of like set up this spawn is if you simply just come here, jump on, jump across, and once you get that first jump off the end of the loop, that should spawn you on the ramp for it, depending where you've got, like, there's a few different factors that come into it. But once you've landed that jump perfectly in the middle of that, like, trampoline that's on the water, you are going to get the Iron Galaxy logo, and that is going to wrap up Alcatraz. That's all the goals, all the stat points, the cash, the IG logo, the hidden deck. So that was the Alcatraz level in the THPS 4 career on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. And we are going to leave that video there. I will see you guys in the next one.